Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the newly revised and updated edition of the Thompson Chain Reference Bible from Zondervan. Okay, it was big news in the Bible world about a year and a half, 2 years ago when Zondervan acquired the rights to the Thompson Chain Reference Bible, a legendary, it has chain references, Thompson Chain Reference Bible, that was published by a company called Kirkbride. Well, Zondervan bought the rights to it. They announced that they were going to do an update of it. But prior to that, they sent me this one. I reviewed this last year. It was the old format done by Kirkbride, but Zondervan released it after they got the rights to it. But now they've totally overhauled it using the Comfort Print fonts and done like an updated edition of it. The first editions have come out in the new international version, but they're also going to be expanding to other translations. So they sent me a review copy. This is the hardcover review copy of the new one in the NIV. I have the old copy in the KJV, so I thought it would be fun to do a review of the new one, but also a side-by-side comparison with the old one so you can see the updates that they made side by side. So that's what we're going to do, an overhead video here, do a deep dive into this Bible. Before we do that, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. This is the Thompson Chain Reference Bible from Zondervan. Okay, on the left is the new revised and updated edition of the NIV Thompson Chain Reference Bible. On the right is Zondervan's version from last year of the KJV before they updated. So there you see, I'll show you more of this in a second. It's the old typesetting and everything like that. They basically have taken the Thompson Chain Reference Bible, they've done a complete overhaul, they've redesigned it, they've revised and updated it, and now they're coming out with this. Now, before I dive into this, I just want to say, I'm really thankful that you're watching this video, and I hope you keep watching, but you need to know that my friend Randy Brown at Bible Buying Guide has got one of all of the editions that they made of this Bible. He's already done a series of videos, so if you want to do a deep dive into this Bible, I've actually never done this on my channel before. If you want to do a deep dive into this Bible, you should go visit Bible Buying Guide and check out some of Randy's videos because he did a really great job walking through all this. But this is the hardcover edition. Like I said, there's the leather soft editions, the genuine leather, all the way up to a premium Premier Collection edition of this Bible. They went all out on this, and then they're going to be expanding it into other translations. So that's kind of the concept here. You can see this one on the outside, glossy hardcover slipcase. Even when you take the slip case, is that called a slip case? Is that what this is called? If you take that off, it's still got kind of a glossy hardcover look. 2 ribbons. Pretty clean and simple. It looks nice. It kind of has that Thompson Chain classic vibe. You're going to see it's much more updated on the inside than anywhere else. It's 6.5 inches wide. It's 9.25 inches tall, and this one is about 1.75 inches thick. So it's a big Bible. It kind of has that study Bible feel. Now, when it says revised and updated, you're going to see, I'm going to open this up here. Presentation page, Thompson Chain Reference Bible. Here's the title page. You see down here, now revised and updated in red letters. It's still got the originally compiled information from Dr. Thompson. All of that stuff, the idea behind all of this is the same. What has changed? I think that's something that people are going to want to know. So I reached out to my friends at Zondervan and said, hey, what exactly is different about this? They kept all of the basic stuff that everyone knows and loves from the Thompson Chain Reference Bible, this historic edition of the Bible, but they just went through and they did some editing. They made sure that all of the chains were correct and complete. Some of those editions, they weren't. So they went through and they basically did an edit and made sure everything was working really good. So just a fine-tooth comb to make sure everything, because there could be errors and things like this. And then they really went into it and did a full-on redesign where they gave it the 2K Denmark treatment, so to speak, where you're going to see it's got the updated typeface, it's got a new look, it's got red accents on the page, that sort of thing. It's got, and then they kind of shuffled around some of the content. It's not exactly in this, it's mostly in the same places that it was, but it's got a few different pieces that have been moved around, i.e., the information in the analysis of books section was repurposed into new book introductions. So when you get to, I'm here at Ruth, when you get into Ruth, you're going to have this book introduction at the front. Some of this stuff was in the back of the Bible previously, but now it's at the front of each book of the Bible. The archaeological supplement that was in the back of these old ones, that has been taken out because it's just out of date. And then a bunch of the illustrations and maps and things like that, all of that sort of stuff has been updated. But the basic idea of the Thompson Thompson chain system has not changed. Like they've put the keyword in front of the numbers and things like that, but otherwise it's stayed basically the same. So what you're looking at in this Bible is, I'm just going to stop here in Deuteronomy. It's a 2-column text with the chains on the outside. It's a 9.5 point typeface. On this edition, it's 30 GSM paper. I think they're all going to be 30 GSM except for the Premier Collection edition. They bumped it up to a 36 GSM, which is kind of the standard that they use in their Bibles. You see those red accents in both the chain numbers. So there you see Paran 2682. So that's your chain. That's your subject, your topic. That is your chain number. So you can kind of trace that through the Bible. Again, if you want to do a deeper dive into this with me, I've kind of showed how it works with the old one from last year. So I'm going to open this up, Deuteronomy, set that right there. I'll get us to Deuteronomy in this Bible. You can just kind of see it has a really vintage look to it because that's exactly what it is. You're getting 1.2 size typeface larger. So this is an 8.3 where you're getting 9.5. So it's a slightly bigger typeface on the same size Bible. And this is all black and white. These are even smaller on the page. So you get these accents on the page. So here's the first page of Deuteronomy, in both of these Bibles. And you can see it's the same content. It's just the way that it's designed and laid out is much more modern on the right. They're basically giving an updated, modern look and feel to this classic version of the Bible, which I think is cool because it gives the Thompson chain the ability to kind of carry on into the future. I know a lot of people who've used this Bible in the past, and this is just kind of a modern version of it, and they're going to be expanding it into other translations of the Bible. So it's also worth noting, this is NIV. So this is NIV, it's paragraph format. This KJV is verse by verse. I assume when they update the KJV, it'll probably be verse by verse as well. But you get all of that in all that chain reference system. You get all of the different study resources, the biographical sketches, the illustrated studies of the Bible, the concordance, the Bible harmonies, all of that stuff if you're familiar with the Thompson chain. If you're not familiar with it, they're giving you a chain through the Bible where when you have a topic, it's going to tell you the next place where you can read about that topic. It's a really cool way to see how different places in Scripture connect to one another because they give you these chains to kind of follow. It's almost like going on like a little scavenger hunt through the Bible, which is a cool way to do it. So here you see the introduction for Luke. You get a little bit more like a full page, lots of different themes, prominent people, key verses, a synopsis, date, purpose, author, all of that sort of stuff. You get that right at the beginning as opposed to being at the back of the Bible. This one is a red letter edition. I believe, again, one of the changes between this and the Premier Collection edition, I think the Premier Collection edition is going to be black letter. So you get red letter and everything else. This looks really nice. For those of you who are nerds about the 2K Denmark typefaces, this is the second generation of the NIV comfort print typeface. So you see here, okay, Revelation ends on page 1483, but this Bible continues for another 2014. So it continues for another 600 some odd pages. Oh, no, 500 some odd pages. When you add in the maps, it's probably closer to 600. So this is all of your supplementary, is that a word? You have your numerical index. You search by the different numbers. All of that information in there. So you can go and find the index of all of the different topics that are in the back of that. And then you have the alphabetical index of topics. Lots of different options of how you want to dig into all of this. And then back here you have a, whoopsie doodle, prominent characters classified, character studies, messianic prophecies. You get an overview of Moses' life. So these are all these supplementary articles and materials, the harmony of the Gospels. You get these maps and things like that. All of this stuff has been kind of revised and updated. Some tools for memorization, concordance. I mean, this Bible is chock full of features. And again, it's a really cool, old, kind of classic study Bible that has been given a facelift and really, revised and updated. It's great. It still feels very much like what you know and love, if you know and love the classic Thompson Chain Reference Bible, but it's just a new and improved version of that for the 21st century, which I think is really, really cool. So there you have it, the Thompson Chain Reference Bible from Zondervan. Cool, right? I mean, it's definitely a more modern look and feel versus the old one. But I like that. I like that they're taking this historic study Bible, reference Bible that a lot of people have used for decades, for over a century, and they're kind of carrying it forward into the future with a new design. I'm really excited about it. I think it looks great. So here's the deal. Zondervan's going all in on this. They have lots of different editions, everything from this hardcover edition all the way up to a Premier Collection Premium edition of this Bible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link or a couple of links in the description of this video to where you can find this Bible online and look at all of the different binding options that are out there. If you'd like to purchase one, just know you should surf around. There might be some different prices out there, and there's definitely a lot of different bindings to take a look at. So if you want to know what the Premier Collection edition would be like, you can watch any of my other videos on my channel that talk about Premier Collection Bibles, and it's basically the same specs as far as the goat skin and the paper and all that stuff is what they used on the premium edition of this Bible. I'm also going to put links to Bible Review Blog on Instagram and Facebook, where I'm going to be posting some photos of these Bibles, so definitely check that out. Say hi to me on social media. If you have questions about these, drop those in the comments. And I say this a lot, but I really mean it on this one. If you are a Thompson Chain Bible lover and user, I would love to hear from you. So leave us a comment and let us know what you love about this Bible and what you love about studying with this Bible in particular. Once again, before we go, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot of great videos here on my channel, Bible reviews like this, unboxing videos, comparison videos. So definitely check those out, surf around, take a look at what else you might want to watch. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.